You're watching Celtic Fans TV. Don't forget to subscribe below. It's the big red button. Welcome to Dens Park. It's time for Twitter reactions to Dundee 0, Celtic 1. It was the late show again from the hoops, but we got there in the end, and that's all that matters at this stage of the season. We'll start with James Pearson. Very difficult to watch at times. Away teams know how to frustrate Celtic. Play deep with six at the back, but we are the champions. We should have plan B and plan C to combat this. The knowledge and skill wasn't there today, however. The Lenny never say die attitude carried us to 10 clear. Aye, look, it was brutal today at times. There's no getting away from it, and the goal at the end, despite the fact it gives us a massive result, doesn't take away for the fact that we were really poor. We were pedantic, we were slow. I think we really lack creativity. I don't know if what we're seeing just now is Lennon's trying to transition to something a little bit different, but the players are so used to playing in a very regimented style of play under the former manager, and it's difficult to change that. They've been playing in the same patterns for the past 2.5 years, and all of a sudden one day we've had to change that and go for there. I think we're seeing teething problems with it. We didn't take enough risks at times, but we got the winner, and at this stage of the season that's all that matters. We knew it was going to be difficult, this run-in after what happened, but we're getting there now, and that's a massive result to take us 10 clear today. Shawnee Patrick, painful to watch at times, especially in the second half. Too many poor crosses, the final third was poor. Credit to Dundee, they sat back, defended brilliantly in their own box, could have won the game at the end, but that's football for you. Here we go, 10 in a row. Again, I think we're going to see a lot of this. Poor, didn't create a lot in the final third. We knew this was going to be a slog, as I've touched on already. Maybe not this much of a slog. I thought we'd have won comfortably today, but it just goes to show that there must be a few factors that are, I don't know if it's pressure getting to the players, I don't know if it's just the tactical changes, or Neil Lennon touched on psychological fatigue last week. Could be that, but I think there's a few and personnel as well. There's a few things with the personnel that I thought was strange today. Obviously Mikey Johnson started after playing the second half against Aberdeen last week, where I thought he was okay, but he wasn't excellent. I don't think he really was a stick-on starter today. The substitutions were strange again, which I touched on in the full-time reaction. We've seen Johnny Hayes come on for Johnson. Weah stayed on the bench, Bio stayed on the bench, didn't get on. Obviously the Ayer substitution was enforced. So a few strange ones, but the win is all that matters. Tinnitus rages, thank fuck. I said this would be a slog and nothing has changed my mind. Look, I've touched on it already. It is going to be tough. We were prepared for it. We're 10 clear now. Massive game, obviously the derby when we come back for this international break. Scottish Cup semi-final to come. We've got to play much better than that. We've got to play much better than that. Touched on it in the full-time reaction as well. I think we should have seen a lot more of Timothy Weah. He only got 14 minutes plus stoppage time today. We've seen Hayes a while before him. I don't know what it is with him. I know we don't really know what his best position is. We don't know if he's a wide player, a striker, if he's best sort of in the hole. We don't know that yet, but he does give us a different dynamic. He's really quick, and I accept the two starts that he has had. He's not been excellent, but he just gives a totally different dynamic. And I think in a game like that today, we should have seen him, and we should have seen him maybe a bit earlier. We'll finish with Stacey Devlin. Wasn't pleasing to watch. Too many sideward passes, very slow from back to front. But we got there in the end. 3 crucial points, and 10 points clear is all that matters. Sets us up for the derby on the 31st too. Happy St Patrick's Day. That's the best note to end on. Keep your eyes peeled. We've got some big content planned for the derby week. So don't forget to subscribe so that you can keep up with all of that. Like the video, comment your own thoughts below, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time for the big one. Thank you.